Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to do the spreadsheet for the Physics G moving plots lab. Okay, so here's our spreadsheet. Notice I've got time in seconds, position centimeters, velocity centimeters per second. Type in your numbers that you got off your little ribbon there, right? And always start with 0. That's always key, right? And then time is 0 and 0.1 and 0.2, etc., right? You don't have to type these down. If you select 2 of them like that, and then see that corner, you grab it by the corner like that, and you can drag it down like that. Okay, so again, what I did was I typed 0. I typed, a few of them. I can actually do this, right? Select 2 of them, and then boom, like that, right? And it'll generalize or fill down is what it's doing, right? Okay, now the formula for the velocity. The first velocity is 0. And then what you do is you say, you've got to put a formula in here. You've got to go equals, and then I'm going to use parentheses here because I want to go this cell here minus this cell here, right? That's how far I've gone in the last tenth of a second. And then I just divide by a tenth, okay? I'm not going to divide by this column. I'm going to divide always by a tenth because it's always going to go, like for example, if I fill that down, right? Here it's doing this cell, B4 minus B3 over 0.1, etc., right? Okay. So again, that is it equals this cell minus this cell, right? Divided by 0.1. Okay. And then I can fill that down. I'm just grabbing it like that. Now remember, to fill down, this is select. This cursor is actually to move it. And that cursor is to fill down, so just be careful, right? And then at this point, I'm going to save it, right? And I want to do a graph, so I'm going to select first time and position data. And it's always good to select the stuff first, right? So select that, that's a drag, and then go either insert chart or click on the little chart button, same exact thing. You want to do an XY scatter graph. If you have 2 columns selected, the left column will be the x-axis, the right will be the y-axis. For this graph, I think the smooth line is the best. Ooh, that is pretty. Look at that, right? And then the title of this is, and you always say when you do like graphs like this, right, it's always y-axis versus x-axis, right? And then the x-axis is time in seconds, and the vertical axis is in centimeters, right? Like that. Let's go next. This one's so pretty, I'm going to make it its own thing. Right, a new sheet. Boom, and now it's a new sheet like that. I think that it would be nice to change this so that that's white, like that. I think it's also nice, I just did a right click, format plot area, right? And then I just changed it like that. Okay, and then it would also, I think, be nice to format this axis. Let's see. So again, you got to go down to the axis. You got to click on one of those numbers, format the axis, and then scale. Let's see. No, it's not here. Dang it. Okay, it's here. You go right-click on just the white part, and then go Chart Options, Grid Lines. There we go. Right. And I want to do Major Grid Lines. That's nice, right? So right-click again, right-click on this, and then it's Chart Options. That's where Grid Lines is, right? Titles, we could change them if we want to, right? Data labels, I wonder what that. Oh, it's going to label every point. Don't want that. Okay, good enough. All right, so there we go. This looks beautiful. And then this sheet here, this will change your life. Right-click on the little tab, rename. This is data. Oh, I like this. Isn't this beautiful? And then that sheet, don't need it. Delete. This like changed my life. Ooh, look at that, huh? Ooh, I think I'll look at the position graph, data graph, right? Now what we want to do is do a velocity versus time graph. So I'm going to select the time, and then I'm going to select the velocity. I'm holding the control key down, like that, right? So again, this is drag, I'm just dragging this, and then I'm going to do a control drag. Okay, let's see. Click the chart wizard, XY scattered. That's the best one for this one, right? Next. Okay, that's good. Next. Chart title. This is velocity versus time. Time in seconds, right? Velocity in centimeters per second, right? Next, I'm going to put it as an object in data. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We don't need that legend. What's wrong with a white background? And then I'm going to add those. Oh no, it's not there, right? It's here. Chart options, grid lines. How about some major ones there? I think it's helpful to have the grid lines to do your tangent lines. And now the question is, what's this going to look like? We want to print the thing out, so let's do a print preview. And that's tragic. Let's see if we can. So I click margins, right? Let's move this margin over. Okay, yeah, it's still going to be too big. Nice thing now is that if I close this, right, you can see the pagination there. You can see that we're going off the page. Is that good? No, I don't like that. That's too small. So I'm going to go right-click, chart location. Let's make it a new sheet. Let's call it velocity. There we go. Now it's its own sheet. I am my own sheet. Okay. Sounds a little dodgy, but that's what it is. Okay. Let's save that. All right. I think we're good. Now we've got data. There's our data, our position, our velocity, right? Okay, what does this look like? Print preview. It'll fit on one page. Okay. So I'm going to go File, Print. Yes, Print. And I'm going to go Position, Graph. Let's print that guy too. And let's go Velocity and print that one. There we go. I hope that helps.